Captain Lee Dong-min sat in his command chair on the bridge of the UES Harbinger. The ship moved slowly through the dark space of the Kepler 442 system. Stars shone like tiny diamonds against the black sky. Lee looked at the main screen showing empty space ahead of them. "How long until we reach the third planet?" Lee asked his crew. Engineer Park Hae-won checked her computer. 2 hours, Captain. The engines are running perfectly." Dr. Kim So-jin smiled from her science station. "I can't wait to see what we find there. The signals we picked up last month were very strange. They didn't match any known patterns." Lee nodded. This was their first deep space mission. Earth had built the Harbinger to explore faraway star systems. The ship was special. It used new technology that combined the best ideas from different sources. Some parts came from studying old alien crash sites found on dead planets. Other parts were pure human invention. The Harbinger looked different from other Earth ships. It was longer and had strange curves. Blue energy flowed along lines on its hull. The engine created a soft humming sound that made the crew feel calm. "Captain," said communications specialist Jang Mi-young from her station, "I'm getting something on the sensors. Multiple ships approaching from the outer system." Lee sat up straight. "Show me." The main screen changed. 7 large ships appeared on the display. They were dark gray and shaped like spears. Red lights blinked along their sides. The ships moved in perfect formation toward the Harbinger. "Those are not human ships," Dr. Kim said quietly. Science officer Yoon Tae-hyung ran his hands over his controls. "I'm scanning them now. The technology is very advanced. Energy readings are off the charts." Lee felt his heart beat faster. This was it. First contact with alien life. He had trained for this moment for years. "All stations, yellow alert, but keep weapons powered down. We come in peace." The alien ships got closer. They were huge, each one 3 times bigger than the Harbinger. Strange symbols glowed on their hulls. The lead ship moved ahead of the others. "Captain," Jang Mi-young called out. "They're sending a signal, audio and visual." "Put it on screen." The main display changed again. An alien face appeared. It had gray skin, large black eyes, and no nose. When it spoke, its voice was deep and scary. "Unknown vessel, you will stop your engines immediately. You have entered Vorthon space without permission." Lee stood up. He straightened his uniform and walked closer to the screen. "This is Captain Lee Dong-min of the Earth ship Harbinger. We are explorers from the planet Earth. We come in peace and mean no harm." The alien's black eyes looked at Lee with suspicion. "Earth? We do not know. This world, your ship..." The alien paused and seemed to study something off-screen. "Your ship design is forbidden." "Forbidden?" Lee asked. "We don't understand. I am Commander Thektar Morvain of the Vorthon fleet. Your vessel combines technologies from multiple galactic powers. This violates the ancient Treaty of Separation. Such ships are considered weapons of mass destruction." Dr. Kim stepped forward. "Commander Morvain, we are scientists and explorers. Our ship is not a weapon. We have never heard of your treaty." The alien commander's eyes grew darker. "Ignorance is not an excuse. Your ship has energy signatures matching Vorthon plasma systems, Kelthani drive technology, and Nixari quantum computers. No single species should possess all 3. Engineer Park looked confused. "Captain, I don't understand what they mean." "Our ship uses Earth technology." Yoon Tae-hyung checked his readings again. "Sir, they're right about the energy signatures. Our systems do match their patterns, but I don't know how." Lee felt a cold feeling in his stomach. This was going very wrong. "Commander Morvain, there must be some mistake. We built our ship using our own technology. We have never met your people before today." "Lies," the alien commander said. His voice became angry. "No species develops such technology naturally. Your ship is a hybrid weapon designed to counter all galactic defenses. It is the most dangerous vessel we have ever encountered." More alien ships appeared on the sensors. The Harbinger was now surrounded by 23 enemy vessels, all of Them had their weapons pointed at the human ship. "Captain," Tactical Officer Shin Jae-won called from his station. "They have us completely surrounded. Their weapons are charging." Lee raised his hands in a peaceful gesture. "Commander Morvain, please listen to me. We are not your enemies. We are explorers trying to learn about the galaxy. Our ship may look dangerous to you, but it is a peaceful vessel." The alien commander leaned forward. "Then you will submit to inspection. Our scientists will board your ship and examine every system. If you resist, we will destroy you." "And if we agree to the inspection," Lee asked, "if your ship is truly peaceful, you will be allowed to leave and never return to this sector. If it is a weapon, you and your crew will be executed as war criminals." The bridge became very quiet. Lee looked at his crew. They all looked scared, but determined. These were good people who had left Earth to explore the stars. Now they might die because of a misunderstanding. "How long do we have to decide?" Lee asked. 72 standard hours. If you do not surrender by then, we will assume hostile intent and attack." The alien commander's face disappeared from the screen. The Harbinger was alone again, surrounded by enemy ships in the dark of space. Lee sat back down in his command chair. His mind raced with questions. How did their ship match alien technology patterns? Why did the aliens think it was a weapon? And most importantly, how could they prove their peaceful intentions? "Captain," Dr. Kim said softly, "what do we do now?" Lee looked at the stars on the main screen. Earth was very far away. Admiral Choi Byung-ho and the rest of Earth fleet could not help them. The Harbinger and its crew were on their own. "We figure out why they think our ship is dangerous," Lee said, "and we find a way to prove them wrong. We have 72 hours to save our lives and maybe prevent a war between Earth and the galaxy." Engineer Park nodded. "I'll start checking. All our systems, there has to be an explanation." "Good. Everyone else, I want a full analysis of those alien ships. We need to understand what we're dealing with. And Yang, send a message to Earth. Tell them what happened." "Yes, sir," the crew answered together. As the Harbinger drifted in space, surrounded by alien warships, Lee wondered if humanity's first contact with alien life would also be their last. The galaxy was bigger and more dangerous than anyone on Earth had imagined. And somehow, without meaning to, humans had built a ship that scared the most powerful civilizations in space. The countdown to destruction had begun. Captain Lee Dongmin walked through the corridors of the Harbinger. His crew worked at every station trying to find answers. The alien ships still surrounded them like silent hunters in the dark. 48 hours remained before the deadline. In the main laboratory, Dr. Kim So-jin studied the alien communication records. Her team had been working for 24 hours straight. Coffee cups and food containers covered every surface. "Captain," Dr. Kim said when Lee entered, "we found something important. The aliens are not one species, there are 3 different groups out there." Science Officer Yoon Tae-hyung looked up from his computer screen. "The Vorthans who talked to us are just one part. We detected Kelthani and Nexari ships too. All 3 alien races are here." "Why?" Lee asked. Communications specialist Jang Mi-young played a recording. "We intercepted their communications. They're talking about us like we're the most dangerous thing they've ever seen." The recording played alien voices speaking in their own languages. The computer translated the words into English. "The hybrid vessel uses Vorthan energy patterns," one voice said. "Confirmed. It also has Kelthani propulsion signatures," said another. "And Nexari quantum systems. This is impossible," said a third voice. Dr. Kim turned to face Lee. "Captain, each alien race developed technology in a different way. The Vorthans focus on energy weapons and shields. The Kelthanis built the best engines and navigation systems. The Nexari created advanced computers and communication devices." "So what?" Lee asked. Yoon Tae-hyung pulled up a display showing the alien ship designs. "Look at their vessels. Each one is specialized. Vorthan ships are all weapons and shields. Kelthani ships are built for speed and movement. Nexari ships are floating computers." "But our ship," Dr. Kim said slowly. Has all three types of technology, Lee finished. They think we stole from each race and combined everything into one super weapon. Engineer Park Hae-won entered the laboratory. She looked tired and worried. Captain, I've been checking our systems all night. I found something strange. Park activated a holographic display of the Harbinger. When we built our ship, we used salvaged technology from crashed alien vessels. Remember the dig sites on Kepler 22b and Wolf 359c? Lee nodded. The archaeological teams found wreckage from old space battles. We studied the technology and learned from it. Those crash sites had remains from all three alien races, Park continued. We didn't know that at the time. We just thought it was good technology. So we copied the best parts and put them into our ship. Dr. Kim stared at the display. We accidentally created exactly what the aliens fear most, a ship that combines their three greatest technological achievements. But we didn't steal anything, Lee said. We found old wreckage and studied it. That's how humans learn. We take good ideas and make them better. Jang Mi-young suddenly looked up from her station. Captain, I'm detecting more ships approaching. A lot more. Everyone rushed. To the bridge. The main screen showed space around them. New alien vessels appeared every few minutes. Ships of different designs and colors filled the display. How many now? Lee asked. Tactical Officer Shin Jae-won counted the signals. 67 enemy ships. More arriving every hour. They're calling. For reinforcements, Dr. Kim said quietly. They're treating us like a major threat. Lee sat in his command chair. The situation was getting worse. More aliens meant more weapons pointed at his ship. It also meant more people who thought humans were dangerous enemies. Sir, Yoon Tae-hyung called out. I'm detecting a new type of ship. It's different from the others. A sleek vessel appeared on screen. It was smaller than the warships, but had strange sensor arrays extending from its hull. Bright light scanned across its surface. It's a science vessel, Dr. Kim said. Nixari design. They're probably here to study us. The science ship moved closer to the Harbinger. Suddenly, warning lights flashed on the bridge. Captain, Park, called from her station. That ship is scanning us with some kind of deep penetration beam. It's going right through our hull. Lee felt uncomfortable. The aliens were looking inside their ship without permission. Can we block it? I can try, Park said. Her hands moved quickly over her controls, raising shields and activating defensive systems. The Harbinger's hull glowed with blue energy. The ship's defensive systems came online automatically. But something went wrong. Sparks flew from the alien science vessel. Its lights flickered and went out. The ship began to drift away from the Harbinger. What happened? Lee demanded. Park checked her readings. Our defensive systems created some kind of feedback. The alien ship's scanners overloaded when they hit our shields. On the communication screen, Commander Thektar Morvain appeared again. His face showed great anger. Human vessel, the alien commander said. You have attacked a peaceful science ship. This is an act of war. We didn't attack anyone, Lee replied quickly. It was an accident. Our defensive systems activated automatically. When you scanned us, lies. Your weapon systems are more advanced than we thought. The Nexari ship is badly damaged. Dr. Kim stepped forward. Commander, please let us help. We have medical supplies and repair equipment. We can fix the damage. The alien commander's black eyes stared at her with suspicion. You offer to help after attacking? This is obviously a trick. No trick, Lee said. We want to prove we're peaceful. Let us help repair the damaged ship. Other alien voices could be heard in the background of the transmission. The different species were arguing with each other. Some wanted to attack immediately. Others wanted to wait and see what the humans would do. Finally, Commander Morvain spoke again. You have 36 hours remaining. Any further hostile actions will result in immediate destruction. The transmission ended. The bridge became quiet except for the sound of computers and life support systems. The damaged ship is losing power, Shin Jae-won reported. Their life support systems are failing. Lee made a decision that would change everything. Park, prepare a shuttle with repair equipment and medical supplies. Dr. Kim, you're going over there to help them. Captain, Park said, that's very dangerous. They might capture our people, or they might realize we're telling the truth about being peaceful, Lee replied. We have to take the risk. Dr. Kim nodded. I'll go. If we can save their people, maybe they'll listen to us. Lee looked at the stars on the main screen. Somewhere out there, Earth continued its daily life. People went to work, children played in parks, and families had dinner together. They had no idea that humanity's future hung in the balance in a distant star system. Prepare the shuttle, Lee ordered. We're going to show these aliens what humans really are. We're not warriors or conquerors. We're people who help others, even our enemies. The countdown continued. 36 hours to prevent a war between Earth and the galaxy. Dr. Kim So-jin sat in the shuttle next to pilot Nam Ki-tae. Behind them, engineer Park Hae-won checked the medical supplies and repair equipment. The small craft moved slowly toward the damaged alien science vessel. I can see the damage from here, Nam said, looking through the front window. Their hull has big cracks and their engines are completely dark. Park studied her scanner readings. Life support is failing fast. They have maybe 2 hours of air left. Dr. Kim felt nervous but determined. This was humanity's chance to prove they were peaceful. How many aliens are on that ship? 12 life signs, Park replied. All very weak. The alien fleets watched the shuttle approach. 67 warships surrounded the area, their weapons ready to fire. One wrong move, and the humans would be destroyed. Captain Lee's voice came through the radio. Shuttle team, you are cleared to dock. Be very careful. In there? Understood, Captain, Dr. Kim replied. The shuttle attached to the alien ship's docking port. Nam worked the controls carefully. Docking complete. The airlock is cycling now. When the door opened, the 3 humans entered the alien vessel. The corridors were dark and filled with strange smells. Emergency lights flickered red along the walls. This way, Park said, following her scanner toward the life signs. They found the alien crew in their command center. The beings were small and blue with large heads and 4 arms each. They lay on the floor, breathing heavily. Their ship's computers sparked and smoked around them. Dr. Kim knelt beside the nearest alien. Can you understand me? The alien opened large purple eyes. When it spoke, its voice was weak and musical. You are the humans. Why do you help us? Because you need help, Dr. Kim said simply. She opened her medical kit and began checking the alien's vital signs. Park started working on the damaged computers. Sparks flew as she connected her repair tools to their systems. The power core is overloaded. I need to reroute the energy flow. The alien crew watched in amazement as the humans worked to save them. Nam helped move the injured to safer areas while Dr. Kim treated their wounds. Your species is very strange, said the alien Dr. Kim was helping. We tried to scan your ship, to learn about your weapons, but you came to help us instead of finishing your attack. We didn't attack you, Dr. Kim explained. It was an accident. Our shields reacted to your scan automatically. The alien looked confused. But your ship has the most powerful weapons we have ever detected. Why would you not use them? Park stopped her repair work and turned around. What weapons? We don't have any weapons on the Harbinger. Another alien crew member spoke up. Your ship combines Vorthon plasma cannons, Kelthani torpedo systems, and Nexari disruption fields. It is the ultimate battle vessel. Dr. Kim and Park looked at each other with surprise. That's impossible, Park said. We're an exploration ship. We have only basic defensive systems. Show us, the first alien said. He was feeling better after Dr. Kim's treatment. Your ship's energy readings clearly show massive weapon arrays. Park pulled out a portable scanner and connected it to the alien ship's computers. She downloaded their sensor data about the Harbinger. What she saw made her gasp. Dr. Kim, look at this, Park said. According to their sensors, our ship's deflector array looks exactly like a Vorthon plasma cannon. Our engine exhausts match Kelthani torpedo launchers, and our communication dish appears to be a Nexari disruption transmitter. Dr. Kim studied the readings. But those are all peaceful systems. The deflector pushes space dust away from our ship, The engines move us through space. The communication dish talks to Earth. The alien nodded slowly. Yes, but the energy patterns are identical to our weapons. How is this possible? Park thought for a moment. Then she understood. The wreckage, sites where we found the alien technology. Those weren't just any crashed ships. They were warships. What do you mean? Dr. Kim asked. Think about it, Park explained. The alien ships that crashed on those planets were probably destroyed in battles. They were military vessels with advanced weapons and defenses. When we studied their technology, we copied their most powerful systems. But we used them for peaceful purposes, Dr. Kim added. We turned weapons into tools. The alien crew listened carefully. Their leader, who was now sitting up, spoke with wonder in his voice. You took our instruments of war and made them into instruments of peace? We didn't know they were weapons, Park said. We just saw good technology and improved it. That's what humans do. We adapt and make things better, Nam called from the engine room. The repairs are working, power is coming back online. The alien ship's lights grew brighter. Air circulation systems started working again. The crew breathed easier as fresh oxygen filled their lungs. You have saved our lives, the alien leader said. But I still do not understand. Your ship has the power to destroy entire fleets. Why do you explore instead of conquer? Dr. Kim helped. Another injured alien stand up. Because exploration is more interesting than conquest. We want to learn about the galaxy, not control it. Park finished her repairs and packed her tools. On Earth, we have a saying. The pen is mightier than the sword. Knowledge is more powerful than weapons. The alien leader touched a control panel. A communication screen activated showing the bridge of a Vorthon warship. Commander Thektar Morvain appeared on the display. Status report, the alien commander demanded. Commander, the science vessel's leader said. The humans have repaired our ship and saved our crew. They used no weapons and showed no hostility. Morvain's black eyes narrowed. Impossible. They attacked you with their advanced systems. No, sir. It was an accident caused by our deep scan. The humans immediately offered help and risked their own safety to save us. Another voice joined the conversation. A different alien appeared on screen. This one had green skin and many eyes. I am Fleet Commander Ketharan of the Keltani Republic. What the Nexari science officer says is interesting. Perhaps we have misjudged these humans. A third alien voice spoke from off-screen. The Nexari rarely lie about scientific observations. If they say the humans acted peacefully, we should consider this information. Commander Morvain looked angry. The humans have the most dangerous ship in the galaxy. They cannot be trusted. But they used that dangerous ship to save lives instead of taking them, Commander Ketharan pointed out. This is not the behavior of conquerors. Dr. Kim stepped closer to the screen. Commanders, we know our ship looks threatening to you, but appearances can be misleading. We are explorers and scientists. We have no desire to fight anyone. Then explain your ship's capabilities, Morvain demanded. Park joined Dr. Kim on screen. Our ship was built using technology we found at crash sites. We didn't know those were warships. We thought we were just using good engineering. We turned your weapons into tools for exploration. You claim to have made weapons into peaceful instruments? Commander Ketharan asked. Yes, Dr. Kim replied. Our deflector is designed to clear space debris, not destroy ships. Our engines are built for long journeys, not combat maneuvers. Our communication systems reach across many light years to talk to our home. The alien commanders talked quietly among themselves. The humans waited nervously for their decision. Finally, Commander Ketharan spoke. We propose something unusual. Instead of destroying your ship, we want to inspect it, but not as enemies, as curious observers. You want to come aboard? Dr. Kim asked. A small diplomatic team. If your ship is truly peaceful, as you claim, prove it to us. Captain Lee's voice came through the radio. Dr. Kim, we heard everything. Tell them we accept. They can inspect our ship. Commander Morvain did not look happy, but he nodded. Very well. But if this is a trick, we will destroy you all. 24 hours remained until the deadline. But for the first time since this began, there was hope. Captain Lee Dong-min stood in the main airlock of the Harbinger. 3 alien representatives waited to board his ship. Commander Thektar Morvain from the Vorthans looked suspicious. Fleet Commander Ketharan from the Kelthanis seemed curious. The Nixari scientist called Velthanis appeared excited to learn about human technology. "Welcome aboard the UES Harbinger," Lee said. "I am Captain Lee Dong-min." The 3 aliens entered the human ship carefully. They wore special breathing equipment and carried scanning devices. Their eyes moved constantly, looking at everything around them. "Your ship feels different from ours," Velthanis said. Her voice was soft and musical. "The air smells of growing things." Dr. Kim So-jin smiled. "We have gardens throughout the ship. Plants help clean our air and provide food. They also remind us of home." Commander Morvain pointed his scanner at the walls. "These energy readings are still very high. Your weapons could destroy our entire fleet." "Let me show you something," Engineer Park Hae-won said. She led the group to a large room filled with blue energy conduits. "This is our deflector array. You think it's a plasma cannon?" The aliens watched as Park activated the system. Energy flowed through crystal tubes and gathered in a large dish at the front of the ship. "See how the energy flows?" Park explained. "It creates a field that pushes small objects away from our ship. When we travel fast through space, tiny rocks and dust could damage our hull. The deflector protects us." Fleet Commander Ketharan studied the system carefully. "But this same energy pattern could be used to destroy other ships." "Yes, it could," Park admitted. "But look at the power settings. We use only 1% of maximum power. A weapon would need at least 50% to be dangerous." Velthanis made notes on her device. "Fascinating. You designed a protective system using weapon technology, but you made it gentle instead of destructive." They moved to the engine room next. The aliens stared at the massive drive systems that powered the Harbinger through space. "These are definitely Kelthani torpedo launchers," Commander Ketharan said. "I recognize the energy signature." Science Officer Yoon Tae-hyung joined them in the engine room. "Actually, they're modified for propulsion. Watch this." He activated a display showing how the engines worked. "Instead of launching explosives, we use controlled energy bursts to push our ship forward. The same principle, but for movement instead of combat." "And the quantum communication array?" Velthanis asked. Communication specialist Jang Mi-young led them to her station. "We use it to stay in contact with Earth across many light years. The quantum signals travel instantly through space." "This is identical to our disruption technology," Velthanis said with amazement. "But instead of jamming enemy communications, you use it to talk to your home world." Commander Morvain remained suspicious. "These could all be lies. Your ship still has the power to destroy us." Suddenly, alarms began ringing throughout the ship. Red lights flashed in the corridors. The ship shook violently. "What's happening?" Commander Ketharan demanded. Tactical Officer Shin Jae-won's voice came through the ship's speakers. "Captain, we have a massive spatial anomaly forming nearby. It's some kind of quantum storm." Lee and the aliens rushed to the bridge. The main screen showed a terrifying sight. Space itself was twisting and bending. Purple lightning crackled between dimensions. The storm was growing larger every second. "All ships are in danger," Shin reported. "The anomaly is pulling everything toward it." On the communication screen, alien fleet commanders appeared. They looked frightened. "Our shields cannot protect us from quantum distortions," one said. "Our engines are not powerful enough to escape the gravitational pull," said another. "Our computers cannot calculate safe paths through the dimensional chaos," added a third. The alien fleets were helpless against this new threat. Their specialized technologies could not handle something that attacked in multiple ways at once. Fleet Commander Ketharan watched his ship struggling. "We are going to die. Our vessels cannot survive this storm." Captain Lee looked at the storm, then at his alien guests, then at his crew. He had to make a choice. He could use this opportunity to escape while the aliens were distracted, or he could do something else. "Park, can our deflector array create a barrier against quantum distortions?" Lee asked. Engineer Park checked her readings. Yes, but we would need to use full power. That means 90% of our energy. And our engines? Can they maintain position in the gravitational field? If we reroute power from life support and other systems, Park replied. What about navigation through the dimensional chaos? Lee asked Yoon. Our quantum computers can handle multiple calculations at once. We might be able to find safe paths for other ships too. Lee turned to face the alien commanders on the screen. We can help you, but we need to position our ship between your fleets and the storm. You would have to trust us completely. Commander Morvain stared at Lee. You want us to trust the ship we consider our greatest enemy? Yes, Lee said simply. Velthanis spoke up. Captain Lee, if you wanted to destroy us, you could let the storm do it for you. Why risk your own ship to save us? Because that's what the right thing to do is, Dr. Kim answered. Lee looked at his crew. All hands prepare for emergency power redistribution. We're going to shield the alien fleets. Captain, Park warned, if we use that much power, our ship might not survive. The stress could tear us apart. Then we better do this right the first time, Lee replied. The Harbinger moved toward the storm. The alien fleets watched in amazement as the human ship positioned itself between them and the quantum chaos. Full power to deflectors, Lee ordered. Blue energy erupted from the Harbinger's hull. A massive barrier formed in space, protecting the alien ships from the worst of the storm's effects. Engines at maximum. Hold our position, Lee commanded. The ship shook violently as it fought against forces that could destroy planets. Sparks flew from control panels. The lights flickered. Broadcasting navigation data to all ships, Zhang announced. Her quantum communication system sent safe path calculations to every vessel in the area. Hull stress at critical levels, Park reported. We can't maintain this much longer. On the alien ships, crews watched in wonder as the human vessel absorbed punishment that would have destroyed any of their ships. The Harbinger's hybrid systems worked together perfectly, using Vorthan energy technology for shields, Kelthani propulsion for stability, and Nexari quantum processing for coordination. Follow the navigation paths we're sending you, Lee broadcast, to all ships. Get to safe distance while we hold the barrier. One by one, the alien vessels escaped to safety. The storm began to weaken as it consumed the space where the fleets had been. All alien ships are clear, Shin reported. Good, Lee said. Now let's get out of here before our ship falls apart. The Harbinger limped away from the storm. Its hull was cracked, its engines smoking, but it had saved 67 alien ships and their crews. Fleet Commander Ketharin's voice came through the communication system. Captain Lee, your ship, it is badly damaged. We'll manage, Lee replied. Commander Morvain appeared on screen. His expression had completely changed. You used your weapon of mass destruction to save us all. It was never a weapon, Doctor, Kim said. It was always a tool for helping others. Velthanis floated on her ship's bridge, making rapid calculations. I understand now. Your species took our instruments of war and made them into instruments of rescue. Your ship is not a weapon of mass destruction. It is a tool of mass salvation. The quantum storm finally faded away. Space returned to normal. But everything had changed between humans and the galactic community. Captain Lee, Commander Ketharin said, we owe you our lives, all of us. Lee smiled tiredly. You don't owe us anything. We just did what any decent people would do. The deadline had passed hours ago, but no one mentioned it. The aliens had learned something important about humanity. And the humans had proven that sometimes the best weapon is a willingness to help others. 3 days had passed since the quantum storm. The Harbinger floated near a small moon while repair crews fixed the damaged hull. Sparks still flew from some control panels, but the ship was getting stronger every hour. Captain Lee Dongmin stood on the observation deck looking out at the alien fleets. Instead of surrounding his ship with weapons pointed at them, the alien vessels now formed a protective circle. Engineers from all 3 species worked together to help repair the human ship. Captain, Dr. Kim So-jin called from behind him. The alien commanders want to meet with you. Lee turned around. All of them? Yes, sir. They're calling it the Emergency Galactic Council, something that hasn't happened in over 200 years. Lee walked to the main conference room. A large table had been set up with chairs for humans and special platforms for the different alien species. When he entered, everyone stood up to show respect. Commander Thektar Morvain spoke first. Captain Lee, on behalf of the Vorthan Empire, I apologize for our hostile actions. We were wrong about your intentions. Fleet Commander Ketharin nodded. The Kelthani Republic also apologizes. Your ship and crew have shown us what true courage looks like. Velthanis, the Nexari scientist, stepped forward. The Nexari Confederation has studied your actions carefully. We have reached an important conclusion. She activated a holographic display showing the galaxy. Different colored areas mark the territories of each alien species. For 300 years, our civilizations have remained separate, Velthanis explained. We developed different technologies because we feared what would happen if they were combined. The ancient Treaty of Separation was created to prevent any species from becoming too powerful. Lee listened carefully. But our ship proves that combining technologies can be used for good purposes. Exactly, Commander Ketharin said. Your species did something we thought was impossible. You took our greatest weapons and turned them into tools for saving lives. Commander Morvain looked uncomfortable but determined. The Vorthan Empire has always believed that strength comes from superior weapons. You have shown us that strength comes from how you choose to use your power. Dr. Kim entered the room with Engineer Park Hae-won and Science Officer Yoon Tae-hyung. They carried data tablets and technical reports. Commanders, Dr. Kim said, we have something to show you. Our analysis of the quantum storm revealed something important. Yoon activated another holographic display. The storm was not a natural phenomenon. It was created by an unknown energy source at the edge of the galaxy. And according to our calculations, more storms are coming. The alien commanders looked worried. More storms? Velthanis asked. Much bigger ones, Park explained. This was just the beginning. Something out there is causing space itself to become unstable. Our separate technologies won't be enough to stop it. Commander Morvain studied the data. What do you recommend? Lee stood up. We think our civilizations should work together, not just for defense, but for exploration and discovery. The galaxy is full of mysteries that no single species can solve alone. You want to combine our technologies permanently? Commander Ketharin asked. We want to combine our knowledge, Dr. Kim replied. Each of your species developed amazing things. The Vorthans mastered energy control. The Kelthanis perfected space travel. The Nexari created incredible computers. And humans were good at putting different ideas together. Velthanis looked excited. A joint exploration project? This could lead to discoveries beyond our imagination. But what about the ancient treaty? Commander Morvain asked. It has kept peace for centuries. Lee thought for a moment. Maybe it's time for a new treaty. One based on cooperation instead of separation. The alien commanders talked quietly among themselves in their own languages. After several minutes, they reached a decision. The Emergency Galactic Council accepts your proposal, Commander Ketharin announced. We will create a new alliance for exploration and mutual protection. But there must be conditions, Commander Morvain added. Humans will be the coordinators of this alliance. Your species has proven that you can be trusted with combined technologies. Lee felt surprised. You want us to lead this alliance? Your ship saved all our lives, Velthanis explained. Your crew risked everything to help strangers who considered you enemies. Who else should we trust? Dr. Kim smiled. We accept, but only if all decisions are made together. No single species should have complete control. Agreed, the three alien commanders said together. 6 months later, Captain Lee stood on the bridge of the newly rebuilt Harbinger. The ship looked different now. Alien engineers had added new sections and improved systems. The hull gleamed with energy patterns from all 4 civilizations. Engineer Park Hae-won worked at an expanded engineering station. Alien crew members helped her monitor the advanced hybrid systems. Captain, the new quantum engines are performing perfectly. We can travel twice as fast as before. Dr. Kim studied reports from the mixed science teams. The joint research project is ahead of schedule. We've already solved 3 major scientific mysteries this month. Science Officer Yoon Tae-hyung called from his station. Captain, we're receiving a message from the exploration fleet. On the main screen, the faces of alien and human commanders appeared. Behind them, stars moved past as their ships traveled through space together. Captain Lee, said Commander Velthanis from her ship, we've discovered something amazing in the Andromeda sector. An ancient space station that predates all our civilizations. And the quantum storms? Lee asked. Commander Ketheron appeared on screen. The combined fleet stopped another storm yesterday. Our new hybrid defense systems worked perfectly. No, ships were lost. Commander Morvain joined the conversation. The Vorthon Defense Council wants to thank the human engineers. Your modifications to our shield technology saved an entire star system. Lee felt proud of his crew and their alien partners. Any problems to report? Only good ones, Velthanis replied with what might have been an alien smile. We have too. Many volunteers for the exploration missions. Everyone wants to be part of the joint fleets. After the communication ended, Lee walked to the observation deck. Through the windows, he could see other ships of the combined fleet. Human vessels flew alongside Vorthon, Kelthani, and Nexari ships. Crews from all 4 species worked together as friends and partners. Communications specialist Jang Mi-young joined him at the window. Captain, we're receiving a message from Earth. Admiral Choi wants a status report. Lee smiled. Tell him that humanity has found its place in the galaxy. We're not conquerors or weapons builders. We're explorers and bridge builders. And the Harbinger? Jang asked. Lee looked at his ships, reflection in the window. The vessel that had once been called a weapon of mass destruction now led a fleet dedicated to peace and discovery. Tell them the Harbinger has become what it was always meant to be, Lee said. A ship that brings different people together to explore the unknown. Outside, the stars beckoned with infinite possibilities. The galaxy was vast and full of mysteries waiting to be discovered, and now 4 civilizations would explore it together, proving that the greatest strength came not from weapons or fear, but from friendship and cooperation. The universe was big enough for everyone to share. The Harbinger and its crew had shown the galaxy that the most dangerous weapon of all was actually an open mind and a willingness to help others. In his captain's log that night, Lee wrote, "Today marks the beginning of a new age. Humans are no longer alone in the galaxy. We have become part of something larger than ourselves. The stars await us and we go forward together." The Harbinger sailed on through space, carrying the hopes and dreams of 4 species toward a brighter future among the stars.